Okay, men, I am doing this entirely unscripted video to introduce you to the offering that I've just launched this weekend, which is the Masculine in Relationship Bootcamp. What this is an extension of the book. It's organized just like the book is, with the 3 elements of the masculine blueprint, but it includes all of my latest and what I consider to be my deepest teachings on these 3 elements. And what I'm trying to do is take the learnings that are in the book and kind of as a solo experience as you're reading the book, as well as with my one-on-one clients, which is also kind of a solo experience. And what I'm trying to do is take that into a group format so that, number one, you've got other men who are going through the same thing that you're going through, so it doesn't feel so lonely. Number 2, you can actually learn from each other, hearing the challenges that they bring up, hearing how they might be handling it, whether it's working or not working. You can always learn from the other men. And that group experience tends to be more rewarding and more productive in terms of embodying the learnings. And so these are the reasons that I'm releasing this bootcamp offering. Now, like I said, it's organized just like the book is in the masculine blueprint framework. And so we'll start with respond versus react. And as you might imagine, we're going to do a lot of embodiment practice. So first I'll talk a little bit about the framework, and then we'll do the practices. And so I'll teach you practices that you can use to create a daily routine for yourself so that you can really start to do the work of grounding your nervous system, bringing some stillness to your way of being. And from that place, just having the ability now to operate out of choice and intention instead of always just popping off because of reactivity. So that is respond versus react. The second is, of course, provide structure. And so what I'm going to share with you is what I call the directional energy framework. And this is how I break down how to embody the energetics of being a leader. And then we're going to apply that to 3 of the most important domains of life. First is your logistical life together with your woman and your family and just kind of the world around you. You know, the day-to-day, how do you bring leadership and decisiveness and clarity to that domain of your life? And then we'll move on to emotional leadership. Now, most guys just abdicate any kind of emotional leadership to their woman, expecting them to bring these things up and try to bring things back together when they break down. Well, guess what, guys? You can do that too. And when you do, you're going to build a lot of trust with your woman. She's dying for this from you. I guarantee it. And then finally, I'll introduce you to the concept of sexual leadership. You know, what is it like to be a leader in your sensual sexual life together? And it's not about being a dom. I mean, you know, that's sort of an extension of things, but it's about more in the subtleties of leadership and leading the action from moment to moment. And then I'll talk a little bit about bringing some what I call dark energy into the bedroom, and that's work that guys always really seem to enjoy. So we're going to do a real deep dive on how to bring more leadership into all these domains of your life. And then for create safety, you know, guys, you know this from the book. Trust and safety are 2 of the biggest determinants of the quality of your relationship. Well, the biggest determinant of how much trust and safety she's feeling is often how emotionally connected she feels to you. And this is usually one of the biggest problems between a man and his woman, is just they lack an emotional connection. So I'm going to teach you really deep work about how to repair what's been broken before and then create more emotional connection in the present day. And you're going to find, if you do this work diligently, it really can change so much about your relationship. Okay, so that's the content of the program. We'll do that over the course of, I believe it's 6 learning sessions, an hour and a half each, that we'll do every Monday night. You can see the dates on the website. And then in between, what we'll have is sort of an open door group coaching sessions where anybody can show up. You don't have to, but anybody can show up, and then we'll address your specific issues in a Q&A format. So you'll be able to get some individual attention on your specific situation. It is going to be an investment of your time and money. Well, it's a hell of a lot better than divorce, I can tell you that. It's also a heck of a lot better than walking on eggshells and kind of wondering why things are not the way they need to be. I'm encouraging you, take definitive steps to do the work. Whether it's with me or somebody else, it doesn't matter, but take the definitive steps to dedicate your time and money into some kind of work that will improve your relationship.